Hello, Collective. Welcome to another episode of the Devil series, where I challenge the devil energy of tarot to be that of the ego, which doesn't know if it's operating of light and or of darkness, so it wants to play a game. So here we are playing a game. Please bear in mind a few elements before we get into the reading. I am Seventh that reads these energies for you. You have tapped into a collective reading that is held by me, Seventh. And to remember that due to that, this is not a one-to-one. Not everything may apply to you. Some bits and pieces, maybe all of it, who knows. However, the most important aspect is to take the pieces that do resonate and leave the pieces behind with the reading as you leave the reading behind. Okay. I, Seventh, am a master healer that provides not only tarot intuitive insights, but I provide remote wellness alignments. And if you'd like more information on any of that, more information can be found in the description box below, with some, hopefully soon, updates with some more ways to access me. Okay? So, yeah, whatever brings you here, there may be something here for you. Okay? This reading will offer however and whatever it wants to offer. And remember that feminine and masculine energies are non-gender specific. However, femininity and masculinity are parallel from each other. Femininity encapsulates feminine and masculine energies, as well as masculinity encapsulating feminine and masculine energies. Soar is quick. All right, so we're in the high tide, not only air element, but the pressure is fucking on. Okay, logic is found in all tiers of the bodies of the emotion. You don't have to have speech in order to be smart. You don't have to dabble with being an expert of emotions to reach decisions, and you do not have to be kind to your gut instincts in order to survive. So, things can feel unforgiving, while ironically feeling very comfortable with the unforgiving parts. But does that offer true justice? High-tying question. Then there's aspects of having misery behind the flesh, whether that is chronic, whether that is bouts and dabbles, whether that is depression, whether that is instability of the mind, psychosis of overactivity. There is a flighting of an energy in the air that is unforgivable. Okay, it's unforgivable, and you can't flee it. You can't flee this energy. There's nowhere you can go. You can astral travel and realize, holy shit. And you can close your eyes and see nothing and feel a lot, or you can close your eyes and see a lot and understand nothing. The veil is fucking thin. It's fucking thin, all right? And it's not to scare you, but provide you power of possibilities. The best way to introduce the power of possibilities is the allowing of the ego to be in a stage of fear, so that you, the internal engine, can bring logic to this fear. You cannot be in a state of crisis to bring logic in a situation. However, you can also, be in a state of crisis and compute logical aspects that could result in, worst case scenarios, saving lives. Worst case scenarios, the hero can go in and lose their life saving another. There are aspects of becoming and being that are too fast for words. and sometimes too slow for action. So, will you be able to be a master of time is completely irrelevant to travel this time. And to then remember that time is a non-linear aspect. To resonate with this message is to know that this is a forever, as long as it is available, source of randomness that you can brown nose interest in to see whether or not this was a good book to read or not. Is it fiction or fantasy? Is it non-fiction or reality? Is it fiction versus non-fiction? Or is perception of the word just about the likability of how much we're going to resonate with something? And then doing that, is that not the basis definition of what the devil introduces? The confusion of the mind, the influx of emotions, and the guttural voices to make reasonable decisions, although we have already made the decision and now are just rippled with the consequences of having that decision and finalizing it. The devil holds your hand in that process and makes sure you feel all of that. That's what that is. Does it have layers and series of provocative energy? Well, yeah, just as much as God the Savior does. But there's sure as hell things both sides are guilty of that are questionable to the human mind of whether or not they're merciful. So, who's worse? Who's better? What's right and what's wrong when both fuck up? I said I'm not religious and I'm not interested to have that conversation, y'all. Alright, moving on. But the power of intuition is being challenged at this time. Alright. Power of intuitive anything. Alright, whether you feel too much, whether you're trying to, you're listening to something over and over again, and are you going to actually become aware that it's happening? Like, there are things happening in your atmosphere at all times that you think is maybe quiet, but if you pay attention, it might not be. There might be some interesting sounds that you've just tuned out, which are causing subconscious, what the fuck is that? Subconscious consequential symptoms within you. I mean, you have radiation, you have fucking Wi-Fi, you have Bluetooth, you have the internet, you have fake people, fake food, fake color, plastic. It is not hard to be in competition that there is organic material that is in competition with man-made fake material. 808 as that message comes close. That's funny. All with the 8 of Swords energy. It's being absolutely in utteral panic and not being able to really understand how the fuck to get out of it. You're not meant to, first and foremost. You're meant to go through the fucking panic. And the panic is so loud to reintroduce itself, to ping you and asking you, are you smaller or bigger than me? Because if you're smaller than me, I will always hold you. But if you're bigger than me, then maybe I will no longer have room to bother you. So, what energy are we going to give more credit to? 858. All right. What else? Flip over this card. 6 of Wands. There's fake victory, fake people. Okay. Fake news. Fake valid. Fake. Yes, truth is stranger than fiction. Sure is. That's why some of the greatest fiction stories are amazing. Because some form of reality, it was somebody's reality. 7 of Pentacles. All right. What this pressure density is asking you to make sense of is the little bit that you can try to navigate to make sense of. Work on that shit. Because it probably is going to hit some very teetering personal topics where you're like, oh shit, I don't want to fix this. Yeah, but it's personal, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, is it your business? Maybe. I'm probably a great maybe. Not being able to formulate the words because that's how much you're still active in the fucking story. You're an actress, an actor in the story. You're like, yes, I have many lines. You can't erase me that fast. All right, you don't have to be erased. Just remember your fucking lines. Mind it, wheel it in. Worry about your shit. And yes, sometimes worrying about that shit means about worrying about that shit and then worrying about that shit. And oh my God, you have 1, 2, 3 shits that you gotta mind. You're busy. You're so busy. Stay busy. Stay busy. The shit that sideline news is it's so not news. Okay? It's barely entertainment. It's sure as fuck, though. Interesting demons spinning away at fear-mongering. Do y'all remember what kind of reading this is premised as? The Devil series episode, where the ego doesn't know if it's of light and or of darkness, so wants to play a game. Look how well that energy plays that game and allows you to come in full disclosure with who and what it is that you are, with zero ability to try to put opacity towards your transparency. And remember that, wow, I don't have to read every little bits of parts of you that are very private to who you are to smell what you're capable of. Or other people are capable of. What's around you that is not of you. We have anatomically the ability to do the same thing. You can be an artist, I can be an artist. You can be a singer, I can be a singer. You can be taught how to sing. You can be taught to do many things. Schooling education teaches you that, the ability to be able to morph into something with time and attention and focus. But have you put time and attention and focus upon yourself, though? Or are the times where you do put time, focus, and attention, the moments where you're like, I don't know if I can. Oh, I don't know what came over me. Oh, the voices. Oh, the colors. Oh, me. I fear me. And then when you fear yourself, you blame another energy. The fact that you're blaming yourself. And maybe that's a clue. Because every question, more or less, has a beginning of an answer within it. Okay? Put that into higher font. Who's in charge of teaching you about the devil? Who's in charge of that? Who's in charge of that as much as they're in charge of what I've already also mentioned is God energy? Who's in charge of that? Did they introduce themselves, or did someone say, believe in it? Because I sort of... the contradictions of human emotion, because I was going to say, I swear to fucking God. And then I'm like, the hammer of God is going to come down and judge me for speaking the name of God in vain. That was my gut. Maybe that was the guttural. Strike me down. I fucking can't. The existence, my solar plexus was so loud just now. And having y'all also hopefully hear that shit and like, what the fuck? Exactly. Exactly. Where have you heard about what to know that it exists? Because let me tell you something, as someone who doesn't care for the topic but loves to talk about it. Talk about a contradiction. Anyway, I look at the sun. I'm like, yeah, that's nice. The moon, yeah, I like it. And then both of them are a very strange relationship. Sometimes I see them, sometimes I don't. You know, it's like, fuck. You know, sometimes the sun can be too hot. Sometimes when I'm out of the sun, I'm like instantaneously cold. Like existing in this body and seeing those two things in the sky is like, ugh. And then there's the ocean. And it's like, oh God, I can't even swim to infinity because I get drowned. I won't even make it. You know. Oh man, and you have success stories of like people willingly going swimming across the ocean, and I'm like, fuck. Now that I can't say that I'm never gonna make it because somebody made it. Like, do you see? Do you see the power of? Yeah, your thoughts went there, and now what? I don't know. I don't know. What do I do? Woo! Institution that has taught you many words, and then going to maybe said institutions too much has maybe taken away time where you could have been somewhere else. I don't mean to laugh because it's really not funny. But it's reached a vibration of idiocracy where I'm just like, fuck the anger. This is funny now. Okay. This is... If we spend time finding those guilty, we're going to keep perpetuating the same fucking problem. So, not interested. March on. Anyway. I'm here, we're keeping the devil alive. Because at least y'all showing up to interest with that shit. But it's interesting to me how you can question that energy and then forgive the other energy, which is just as fucking controversial. Moving on. And then in the beginning of the reading, I'm like, yeah, feminine and masculine energies are parallel from each other. Femininity encapsulates both feminine and masculine energy, and masculinity encapsulates both feminine and masculine energy. And I'm like, devil. First thing we think of is masculine energy, I think. God, that sounds very manly. Where's the feminine energy? I wouldn't be seventh if I don't say and disclose the energies, the two energies that I read for, essentially, and then some. Okay, but I sure as hell depict the label of two of my channels as sister energies. One of them is of Sekhmet. So, y'all can Google search that one. It's typical energy of Sekhmet. Don't give up. But don't give a shit. No. And then the controversial Baset's energy. Yeah. I am seventh healer. And I will gladly introduce their energies. Human suffering triggers a lot of chaotic logical statements, which are controversial to collective thinking. Whew. Virgo energy. She energy, y'all. What? Devil? God? Very masculine. Yo, Virgo. Yes? What's the power of intuition? So much! so much! Do you tell anybody about it? No. Why would I? This is strictly analyzation mode. of y'all know a Virgo? Raise your hand. Who of y'all been hurt by Virgos? Who know a healed Virgo is like cool? And who has been probably going back knowing a Virgo and asking them some very interesting questions about like life, and they give you some very interesting perspective. I'm hearing the battle some of y'all have with Virgo energy. They're very like politically correct. And no, not every Virgo is right. Oh shit. But let me tell you, the little light of ego within the Virgo energy don't give a shit about being righteous. They're just really good at illuminating. And if that means burning some things that need illuminating, they don't give a flying fuck. Don't. Oof, judgment. Oh Lord. Oh Lord have mercy. Oh shit. The devil energy is spicy in its introduction. Very guttural, very she gonna come out if she won't come out. Regardless, judgment is back in the room, illuminating thy intuition, which is Virgo energy at its best and its fucking worst. Virgos do damage when they are not in alignment with the righteousness. They go. It's not nice. But boy, excuse me, is it opportunistic? Alright, it's so opportunistic. It's so opportunistic, y'all. So opportunistic. Blah, blah, blah. It's really losing energy. I'm like, I need to reset and sleep on it. Let me go to sleep and sleep on it. Let me listen to your intuition and the intuitive whispers of reason and logic as I rest. Isolationism is needed to provocatively empower your navigational form of interest with your own fucking consensual measures of your intuition. Whatever the fuck it means. Some of you daydream a lot, okay? And that's your power of intuition taking a stranglehold onto preservation. Yep. Preservation, victory with the Six of Wands here, and the King of Swords. So the preservation is the illumination that more or less you have uncovered when you go to sleep and you go in isolation mode. That inevitable isolation that happens within a 24-hour time frame, which is sleep. Sleep. More than 5 minutes is not necessarily needed for a good nap. 5-minute nap, delicious. Okay, so sleep. Some of you are going to be completely bound and have to sleep if you want any detoxification in the material world to take place, including money issues. You're going to have to sleep. You staying up in the middle of the night doing some cryptocurrency dance, a Bitcoin dance, ain't helping you. It ain't helping you. Oh, please. Just saw the devil in the jaw. Yeah, the devil. No. No. Don't stop me now. Isn't it Mercury and Virgo? I don't know. Don't come at me if that's wrong or anything. Ooh. Applaud me if I'm right. Oh shit! It's fucked up. The true narcissistic energy. Some of y'all don't get that shit twisted. Some of y'all look at confidence, be like, ooh, that's sexy. That requires fucking confidence. Okay. That takes a little beep beep. Just dated myself. Alright, we're gonna look for the minor arcana. Okay, so the minor mystery to this overall picture that we may or may not know, and is either operating of light and or of darkness. So what is the minor aspect? The minor aspect is, well, that's kind of good. That's kind of, yeah. Ooh, that means you know too much. All right, the minor aspect is the moon. All right, so for the minor mystery within this reading is a major fucking arcana, the moon, which I don't like the moon energy. I don't respect you, because Bastet's energy, she's a ruler of the moon. But what the guttural the ancient stories, y'all. The ancient stories is the one is going to streamline the heartbeat of stability, okay? You do not need to know the fucking hashtag facts to be alive with the fucking frequency of resonance. You don't have to like blue to resonate with the fucking sky. You don't have to like water to dip your toes in it or to shower. Anyway, so are there things going to be revealed in the minor mysteries of things? No. The moon is disclosing that message for you. Nope. We're going to keep the bewilderment of the wandering efforts of whether or not your ego is of operating of light and or of darkness, and it wants to play a game with you because that's how gutturally isolated you are, and the quantum magic of your fucking light that comes through your own fucking darkness to make sense of that on your own. You have the right to that, and no one has access or is allowed access to that fucking sacred world. Make note of it majorly. All right, that's the major arcana aspect of this reading. What is a major mystery? Oh, okay, God, I thought it was a devil. All right, the major mystery for this reading is a minor card of 9 of Cups. So the mastery of what I said that will not be disclosed of the minor aspect of mystery within this reading is that you know too much information. That I said you know too much. You know too much, and look at you knowing so much. This is the 9 of Cups, the 9 of Waters, the 9 of water of knowing. The moon is water element of secrets, of waters, of just emotions taking me. I'm drowning. I don't know what I'm saying, but people fucking me over. They love my attention, they love my good healings, but then they fucking betray. Woo! Fun, not fun. And hold on. We're not raining on the parade. We're gonna pull a couple more cards. Alright. You're like, is it the person that I love? As I see the 2 of Cups? Oof. Nope. But it is a person that you hear, that you dearly dearly feel towards when you go to them in the form of disclosing your feelings. This person has suppressed ulterior motives, meaning they don't even know about themselves that they're planning on fucking you over. You'd be ahead of the game. How? Because you are listening to the Devil Series episode, okay? And is the devil asking you if you understand the difference between your light and or your dark energy that wants to play a game? Damn it. You can't fear the devil energy and worship the moon energy. Do some ritualistic bullshit of that, and then want science to quantifiably fact check your every decision or somebody else's wisdom, when you know damn well science has proved in that same sentence of vernacular need of mental aptitude that you can only see one side of the motherfucking moon. So why are you over here ritualizing something and then spiritually saying, I fear the devil? You are behaving like the devil. The Star card. Humans have been the number one predator to the downfall of humanity. You lost your light because of human fucking up. Nine of Pentacles. And only human is able to pick up the pieces, bring reason to what is perceptual logic, because even logic has to defy itself and define itself, right? Logic has to prove itself to be able to sit where it's wanting to squeeze itself in, and then it almost dictates its loyalty for how long it can sit there in existence. You are in that. You're in that space of continued recycling, whether you think it's YOLO, which is not fucking YOLO. It's not only you only live once. You shouldn't have to give yourself that ego boost of you only live once when you make everyday fucking tearing moments every second that you don't think about logically, that go against what you truly want to do. Like, you're not living that life to the fullest, so you're lying when you're saying YOLO, because you're not fulfilling that the denomination to be able to really say that and say like YOLO and be a motivator, and it's not, because you're living a lie. So, with that being said, collective, that is all that I have for you for this reading. I'm wishing you a wonderful morning, noon, or night, wherever you are in the ether of this time and space, and may you keep flowing, growing, and glowing. Take care.